Hi, everyone, and happy Saturday. I hope that you all are enjoying a wonderful day wherever you are. Um, Welcome to A Light Heart Tarot. My name is Val, and for those of you who are new, welcome, and to existing subscribers, welcome as well. um, Before I start, I just wanted to take a moment. Uh, One, wherever you are, and whatever you may be doing right now as you're watching this video, I hope that you and your family are doing well, you're safe, and especially whatever experiences you may have had or are having, given everything that has been going on the past couple of months. Just wanted to send you support, energy, and just letting you know that I'm here. For those of you who have been following me on Facebook, I've been doing the daily readings. However, I had to take a pause from the YouTube videos. In my former life, not even former, in my other life, it sounds a little bit like Clark Kent. I am a marketer, and so I own a marketing agency, and basically, and thankfully, I have been able to be involved in a lot of projects and initiatives right now that have been able to help and support people in many different ways, whether it was because of the pandemic or with the social evolution, as I call it, that we're going through right now. So one of those projects was converting CPAP, sleep apnea machines, into ventilators for hospitals and communities that really needed it. And so that has been just a wonderful and life-changing project for me, to be able to support not only people who live here in the U.S., but to help people abroad. As if you're reading the news, there have been countries in South America and in other places that are really without resources. And so I've been really thankful to be able to lend my support and help in getting those projects up and off the ground, as well as other initiatives that have been supporting people in different ways during this time. So that is why I've been missing, but I missed you all, and I'm happy to be doing this reading today. If I go missing again, which I hope that doesn't happen, just know that I do daily readings on Facebook, so you can look for me there and get a daily one card pull. So anyway, back to this reading. Here is your pick a card reading. And I'm sure many of you are familiar with the pick a card reading. And so what we are focusing on today is your love life for the next 3 months. So what does Spirit want you to know about your love life for between now and the next 3 months? And so I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of interesting stories that are going to come out from this. But again, always pull for what resonates with you, and what doesn't resonate with you, it's okay. Just let it go. Sometimes I have people who tell me, you know what, your first 5 minutes was spot on, and then all of a sudden your your reading took another path and it had nothing to do with me. And that's okay. Sometimes all you needed to know was just that first part of the message. Because there are so many people who are watching these readings, Spirit wants to make sure that they get as much as they can out to as many people as possible. And so sometimes the whole reading may not resonate with you. Or alternatively, sometimes you may pick one card and then all of a sudden say, but you know what, my eye was kind of moving to this card. And you may find that the readings are similar, and they have just different tweaks to the messaging that you need to hear. Or the 5 minutes that you heard in this reading, the last 10 or 15 minutes may pick up in this reading. So really just go by your intuition and have fun with it. And also know that even though I'm saying 3 months, a lot of times because of timing and just how everything works, it may be 3 months and one day. It may be 1 week that things start unfolding. So just again, just be fluid and allow yourself to just go with the flow. So let's get started. So we have 3 piles here. We have pile number 1 that has this beautiful rose quartz, what I call a worry stone, because it's really smooth and it feels nice when the thumb starts pressing against it. So sometimes I will carry a stone like this in my pocket and will just like rub it if I'm feeling anxious. We have this rough rose quartz crystal, which is also beautiful. And then we have a rose quartz crystal heart. So take a moment and either close your eyes or just imagine yourself picking and touching these cards. Which pile do you want to go with? Pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3? Okay, so we're gonna start and we're just gonna move these guys off to the side. And we're gonna go with pile 1. So if you picked pile 1, this is from the Modern Witch Tarot deck. So we have 7 of Pentacles, we have the Sun, we have 7 of Wands in reverse. We also have the World in reverse. We have the Justice card. We have King of Cups. From the Divine Feminine and Masculine, we have Unconditional Love. And we have Joy. And from the Romance Angels, we have Wedding, Passion, and Express Your Love. So this really here is, the next 3 months are going to be a lot of movement for you after a period of what felt like stagnation and separation. And so here we have the 7 of Pentacles, which, you know, we have this young woman. And the thing that I forgot to mention is genders can be reversed, so take the gender as your intuition tells you. But this person is waiting for their seeds to grow. And even though the Pentacles usually talks about money, I see Pentacles is also about abundance. So abundance can be relationships, can be money, it could be anything that is made to fulfill and to bring sustenance into your life or fulfillment into your life. So after a period, you and your partner or your person have been in a period of separation, a period of reflection and internal, just taking account of the things in your life that you want to change, the things that you want to explore upon, the things that you want to heal. I feel especially in the last 3 months when everything started with the pandemic and social distancing and everything else, and staying in and being in our apartments, many of us were forced to go into this inner reflection of ourselves. So making different choices about where do we want to live, what type of job do we want in our lives, and even about our relationships. Am I being the best in my relationship that I can be? Are there things in my life that I need to release in order to make this relationship better? And this is a person in its upright, is someone who receives a lot of praises and accolades and things like that. In the reverse, this is someone who represents someone who's been struggling. but I'm not feeling that it's for either or. I'm feeling it's for both. So for both of you have been in this time of reflection, and what is it that has been holding me back from moving to the next level? What are those things in my life that I want to heal? What are those things in my life that I want to release? And that is where the sun comes in, because this happy little soul here is releasing all of the things that didn't, from the past, that did not serve, as this person is now moving forward. They're feeling grounded, they're feeling connected, they're feeling more joy and internal peace than they did before. Now, the reason why this is a garden, I always say the things, the fears, the beliefs, things that happen in our lives that don't serve us anymore, I call them seeds. And these are seeds because once we heal them, they have the opportunity to grow into something beautiful. So that's why you see this beautiful garden here. But she's ready to go. And even though this horse is like, I have no idea where we're going right now, this horse is going to take her wherever she wants to go. And because she's looking, both of you are looking to complete your cycle. Both of you are looking to end this cycle of always being either in stagnation or not moving forward, and moving into more of a commitment, more of a solid and grounded relationship. So I always think of the world as the hero's journey. So for those who know me on Facebook, I'm a huge sci-fi fan and movie geek. And so I think of it like Lord of the Rings. So that completion of that journey, the completion of finding yourself and knowing who you are after all of the self-reflection, all of the struggles, the internal battles, and the external battles. This person wants to be upright. They want to move into a space of knowing, this is who I am. I released everything from my past. I'm now ready to move forward into the future, and not have those feelings of self-worth, insecurity, fears, whatever it has been that has been holding me back from being committed to this person that I love. I am ready to balance that out and to find justice. I'm ready to move forward. I'm ready to be with my King of Cups or Person of Cups. And that's going to happen. And so here we have, again, this period of both of you going into internal reflection, looking at those things in the past that have kept you from moving forward, kept you from moving into a deeper commitment, leaving those things, planting them as seeds, and then saying, you know what, let's go, because I'm ready to move forward with this person. And I feel with this card, the Justice card, for those of you who are watching this video, you may be dealing with an air sign. So that could be anything, either an air sign, or you could be dealing with a water sign as well, just because you have the water here, and cups usually are water signs. But it doesn't matter what the sign is. The whole point is in the next 3 months, you're going to be moving into huge growth and huge connection with your partner. And in this time that you have been both in self-reflection, you have remembered all the great times that you've had with your partner. Those things that bring so much joy, that bring connection, that bring that oneness, that make you all feel balanced, that make you all feel happy, that really, those sparks that have really shown you why this is the person that you chose. And all of those beautiful feelings have been coming up to the surface, and it has been making the work and the need to heal a lot of those fears that much more important, because this is your person. And you've also, both of you, as you've been working through your own stuff, have been giving each other time and space that has been needed because there's that unconditional love. And so this is becoming a very nurturing, very grounded, very secure relationship. And as we have here with the romance cards, we have the express your love, the passion, and the wedding. And here we're talking about, as you have been in those moments of recollection and finding that spark and realizing why this person is so important to you, you've also been really feeling the passion that has kept you two connected. There's a lot of passion between both of you, and both of you have been, as I said, giving each other time and space to do the work that has been needed on both sides. And you've been also being very respectful of each other as each person has been trying to navigate through life. For many of you, I feel there also could have been a trigger of finances, maybe losing a job or having reduced hours, worries about finances and money that have kind of triggered you into this place of self-reflection, and your partner just being there to be supportive, which has then caused them to also go into their kind of pathway of and journey of self-reflection as well. But because there's so much passion between the two of you, because both of you really are in it together, we see a lot of twos. So the twos here, the twos here, twos here, twos here, and twos here. The two of you have really been in it as partners. And so that is why the both of you are going to come out of this victorious in that committed relationship. It could be the wedding. For some of you, if you're like, I don't want to get married, it could be a higher level of commitment. And so just know that the work, the equal work, the give and take you've both been giving to each other, allowing each other to take the time and the space to do your own self-work, self-reflection, be in your self-love, to build up your self-confidence, your worth, has been allowing you to really then move into that completion so that you can move on in your life in this glorious sun of new opportunities, new creativity, and that the two of you can move forward into a new level of commitment. And so I'm just going to pull a quick card from the Quantum Oracle on just what advice Spirit wants you to just. And we are going to do this slow because I feel chunks of cards coming out. And I'm like, I can't read all of those. So, okay. Angels of the Four Directions. So this is from Spirit. And so basically, earth, wind, air. Sorry. Earth, wind, water, fire. Sorry. We also have your archangels are here to guide you and to protect you. Also, this is a beautiful card because it's letting you know that you can call on your angels for support. So you have Angel Michael, which is a great angel to help you to cut cords. So any types of beliefs that you may be holding on to that is kind of saying that you're not worthy for happiness, why does this person love me? Any type of fears or doubts about yourself or about your relationship that is coming up, Archangel Michael is there to help you cut through those cords. We also have other archangels, such as Archangel Chamuel. Archangel Chamuel is the angel for love and that unconditional love. And that unconditional love is just as much as for yourself as it is for the other person, because if you can't love yourself, then you can't love someone else with that same amount of just care. And Archangel Chamuel helps you to go deep in within yourself to really find that love for yourself that then you can pour onto others. And then you have Archangel Gabriel, and Archangel Gabriel helps you with the speaking your truth and being able to express yourself in a compassionate and loving way. And we also have Archangel Raphael. And Archangel Raphael is a beautiful angel that helps with healing. And so again, that healing that we were doing in the last 3 months, Archangel Raphael has been there to help with the healing, to help give the insights, the aha moments, the places where we can go within ourselves to find that comfort, how to heal our inner child, and how to just be more comfortable within ourselves. And so these are just 4 angels, but there are a multitude of angels that you could call on, especially during this time as you and your partner are moving forward. And the next card that I'm going to pull, new supportive connection. So again, we have another card with 2s. So the 2 of you aren't going anywhere. Just that the 2 of you had just been in a time of separation, just to kind of go within, to take care of your house and home before the 2 of you come together. And so I just see pretty much with this, you've done your inner work. Now the 2 of you are ready to move forward in the next journey and phase of your life together. So see the next 3 months as I'm feeling deeper conversations are going to start taking place. If you're not living together, I would be very surprised if those conversations didn't start happening soon. You will start spending more time together, obviously, now that we're moving into different phases wherever you are, and quarantine restrictions are being lifted. You will be spending more time together and really enjoying each other and building upon that passion that you have. But you're really just moving into sun. All I see here is light and sun and just positive energy. So the next 3 months are going to be pivotal. They're going to be fulfilling. They're going to be expansive. It's just going to be a great next 3 months for you all. So I hope that this reading has been helpful. If there are any questions, please feel free to reach out to me directly. Basically, if you want, as I said, I do daily Facebook readings as well. So if you look up A Light in the Chaos on Facebook, you'll be able to get connected with that. And that's it. I hope you all have an amazing Hi there, group number 2. So if this is the card that you picked with the rough rose quartz, we're going to get straight into your reading. So this is from the Muse Tarot deck, which I just got and I'm super excited about. So we have the Ace of Inspiration, 6 of Inspiration, and just so you know, these would be wand energies. 7 of Emotions in reverse, and sorry, that's also in reverse, and that would be 7 of Cups. Ace of Emotions, or Ace of Cups. Queen of Emotions, or Queen of Cups. And Queen of Voices, or Queen of Swords. I don't know why I was having such a hard time reading like what the cups would be. what the suits would be. I was just like, why are you having trouble with this? From the Romance Angels, this could be the one. We have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringings. We have unrequited love. And just, I'm going to talk about that one. So don't wrap those words around your head and have that be, oh my God, like what the hell's going on? We have fear from the divine feminine and masculine. And we have abandonment from the divine masculine and feminine. Okay, so here's what I see just off the bat. We have two aces here, and aces are indications of opportunities, of new beginnings, possibilities that want to come into your life. So we have the possibility of passion, and we have the possibility of love. As I said to group one, the last 3 months with everything that's been going on has been forcing a lot of people to go into their own selves and into just examining themselves. What is it that I want? What is it that's keeping me from moving forward in this relationship? What is it that's going to make me happy? What are the blocks that are happening in my life? This reading right here, while if you listened to group number one, it was a very give and take and gentle flow type of relationship and just process. This is one person who is right now, if you think of like a bomb being lobbed into their world, that's what is going on here. And you can see that with that fear, that anxiety. So your person is going through a lot of anxiety right now. A lot, maybe depression, maybe being withdrawn. And so this relationship, your communication levels may either be very small or you're not communicating at all. And there's just a lot, and again, from what I've been seeing in my daily readings, this is the time where so many people are just having their whole worlds just change. And so for this person, there could be outside things and triggers that may have happened, losing a job, changing careers, moving somewhere, all of a sudden, maybe feeling like they need to find themselves, or that also that they know that they're not giving you what you deserve. Because for you, you know that this is the person in your life. You know that this is your the person that you want to move into a committed relationship with. However, there are so many things going on that this person has in their life right now that they can't be the person that you want them to. So that's why I was saying don't get too concerned about this card. It's just talking right now. The unrequited love, because I know for me, when I used to get readings and I used to my own personal readings and I would see unrequited love, I would be in my head thinking, oh my God, this person doesn't love me. And it's not that they don't love you. They're just spiritually not there yet. And so you may have been the one who was giving a lot of your energy, a lot of your time, a lot of your love, giving a lot of your support, trying to build this person up, trying to show them comfort, trying to show them unconditional love. And it wasn't coming back to you in the way that you were, in that same way that you were giving it out. And it had nothing to do with the person not loving you, not caring about you. Because here you see, you have the aces and you have the, you have the queens. So this person sees you as a boss, sees you as confident, sees you as someone who knows what they want, sees you as someone who is very nurturing, someone who is very caring, very loving, someone who is just the ideal person, contains everything that they want. However, there's a lot of stuff going on right now, and a lot of stuff that's coming up. And this person may be dealing with past, what I call the ghosts of past relationships. And so we have here the card of abandonment. And in this scene, we have the father who's like leaving, and this child is feeling abandoned and lost. And so there's that teddy bear that is showing that inner child. So this person is feeling that abandonment, not from you, but feeling the abandonment from all of their relationships, from family, from even sometimes that abandonment that they put onto themselves. I'm not worthy enough. Who am I to receive someone like this in my life? Who am I to receive happiness? Who am I to receive joy? Who am I to receive love? Who am I to receive all good things when things have been going awry in my life? And so that is why this person is having a hard time focusing on what they want. They're having a hard time committing to you. And they know that you want it because, again, you're the queen of emotions and queen of voices. You know what you want. And you're like, okay, I'm not pressuring you, but we can't keep doing this. And you may not have said that directly, but they know. I have a feeling that this relationship has been going on for a while, and they know. And they know that it's time to start making a decision, but they also know they need to deal with the things that are going on in their own backyard. And that has been the reason that they have been afraid to commit to you and afraid to give you that love that is full and nurturing, just in the same way that you have been giving to them. And this religious factors here, this card is saying to me that you're someone who is, because I see here the Queen of Emotions and the Queen of Voices, you're someone who is also very connected to yourself, very spiritual, very grounded. And you've been doing a lot of self-reflection and a lot of self-work. And a lot of just working on your own manifestation within your own personal life. And so this religious factor card is just as a reminder to you that sometimes people are not on the same level that we are. We may have our whole house together, our whole act together, things, our emotions we may be free or able, or it may be easy for us to dig into those emotions, or when challenges come up, it may be easier for us to look into those things and say, hey, this is triggering me. Let me go within and work those things out. And so while it could be easy for us, we sometimes have to remember some people may not be on the same spiritual level or vibration as we are. And that's okay. I know I've heard some readings, and I've received readings in the past in which I may not be vibrating on the same level as someone else, like law of attraction. And I'll have a reader tell me, oh, you have to leave them right now because they're not vibrating on the same level as you. And you deserve happiness, you deserve love, you deserve, this and that. I'm not here to tell you to stay with this person or to leave this person. I always say, even though we may not be on the same level spiritually or vibrating, the point is, what I always remember is there's a Rumi quote that says we're all just walking each other home. And so if this is your person and the person that you want to spend your time and your energy with, then give them the support, give them the time, set your boundaries so that they do not hurt you while you are being your queen of emotions and being the boss and taking care of business in your life. And let them do the healing that they need to heal so that they can come back to you in that equal, stronger way. And so right now, just understand, if you have that person in your life, as I said, the bomb has been lobbed into their life. This quarantine happened, and all of a sudden every single emotional trigger and childhood memory has been triggered up, and they are now just going through it. Give them that time and space to go through what they need to go through, to examine those fears, to provide forgiveness to themselves and forgiveness to the person who has left, and to allow them to rebuild their strength, and to allow them to rebuild their well of love for themselves, so that then they can express it to you. And that unrequited love moves into this could be the one. So I'm going to just pull a couple of cards of what Spirit may want you to know about this, because whether it's how we can be of support to this person, or just what maybe you can do for yourself. So what, Spirit, does this person need to know? Okay. Fragmented energy. So, I agree. This person has some fragmented energy, so that it's like an in and out energies here. We see with the tides coming in and out. So this person may have been coming in and out of your life, being hot and cold. So like coming in, I love you, let's do this, and then moving into this place of fear, because triggers are being brought back up again of abandonment, and then they move out because they don't want to be hurt, because they see you as their wish come true. They don't think that they deserve it, and so they're just coming in and out. But during this time, they are also trying to find the correct pieces to put back into and to make themselves whole again. So again, allow them that time to heal themselves. Allow them that time to really go deep within, to heal those parts that feel unloved, that feel abandoned, that feel not worthy. And once they're able to find those missing pieces that they can put back in, then they'll be able to be whole and to be what the Queen of Emotions and Queen of Voices deserves. Okay, another card. Professional assistance. So this one makes a lot of sense. So if there is someone that this person can talk to, it's always a hard conversation for you to be the one to suggest them speaking to someone. However, as someone who is in their power and is able to come from a place of compassion and from unconditional love, you may be able to give guidance to your person on how perhaps that they should go and see someone. Perhaps they should talk to someone outside of their inner circle who is not biased, who is able to help them figure out their emotions, to help them figure out which of these pieces fit back into them, to cut ties, to cut beliefs, to really go on to that process and journey of self-healing and self-love. Because it may be helpful to have a therapist to help them work through it. And I know it's always a hard thing, because sometimes people have trouble having those types of conversations. For myself, personally, when I started seeing a therapist, it was through the recommendation of my friend, because I was just I was going through so much in work, going through a lot of grief as a widow, and it was just a lot. But she did it in a very compassionate and gentle way that I didn't feel embarrassed or ashamed. And I must say, for myself, having made that decision And to have someone who was not biased, who was not in my inner circle, allowed me to talk more freely, and I was able to take their advice quicker than I would have if it was one of my friends or family members telling me to do something. Oh, we have a card that wants to come out. And commitment. So the event. So the energy is fragmented. If this person goes and sees someone and starts working out their fears of abandonment and of self-worth, the outcome to it would be the commitment that you're looking for, which then turns your unrequited upside down, if we were doing upside down cards for this deck. So I just feel with this one, just patience, compassion, love is needed. And I know that you have the energy and you have the commitment to really to do this if this is the one that you want to be with. But at the same time, I also, as I said before, I do not push or pull or advocate for someone to stay, or nor is there judgment if you want to leave. Because again, like, we all have our own journeys that we have to walk on. However, just know here, this is going to take some time and patience, but it will eventually move into a commitment, because he sees you. He sees you as his queen. He sees you as his partner. He or she, sorry, I know I said he, but again, genders are reversed. You take the gender as your intuition is telling you. They see you as the person that they want to be with. They have to get through a lot of stuff first, so that they can be the highest versions of themselves, and to give you that equal love that you have been pouring into them. So just give them a little bit of time. I hope that this reading resonated with you, or helped, or provided clarity. And if you have any questions at all, please feel free to email me. Hit the subscribe button if you're new, so that you can receive notifications of upcoming readings. Also, if you felt like this reading was for one of your friends, please feel free to share. And you can check me out on Facebook. If you put in a light in the chaos, I do daily readings on Facebook there, one card pulls. So enjoy your Saturday, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. Thank you so much, and I hope that you have a wonderful day. Okay, everyone, so this is group number 3. So if you picked number 3, you picked the pile with the imperfect, faceted, multifaceted rose quartz crystal. I say imperfect because there's a saying that I have that is, we are all perfectly imperfect. So there are many things that make up who we are as people, and there are cracks and nooks and crannies and things from our past, and things that sometimes we love about ourselves and things that we don't love about ourselves, but it's who we are. It's what makes us unique, and that's why I love this particular heart, because it's perfectly imperfect, just the way that we are, perfectly imperfect. And it's, or you can say imperfectly perfect, so whichever way you want to say it, but it just means that we're unique and we're special. So let's see if these cards are aligned with that. So this is from the Lightseers Tarot deck. So we have the Hanged Man. We have Two of Swords in reverse. We have King of Cups in reverse. We have the Emperor in reverse. We have Two of Wands in reverse. We have Three of Wands, upright. We have deception. Someone is wearing a false mask. Also from the Romance Angel deck, make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're being guided towards. You deserve love. You are lovable. And from the Divine Feminine and Masculine, we have God of Obstruction, which is Ganesha. And we have Karma. Okay, so what this reading is telling me, it's kind of similar to group number 2 people, in which, and actually in group number 1 too, I feel like the last 3 months with the quarantine, everyone's just kind of been going deep within themselves and have been kind of just peeling back layers. And so I want to start here first, because these cards here are really telling. So we have Ganesha. He is the god of obstruction. And so for your partner, or even for yourself, because I'm kind of feeling that this is for both of you, as this is a karmic relationship, there have been obstacles and challenges that have been taking place in your life, and it's kind of like what the hell, like it just seemed like everything just kind of snowballed. It started off, maybe it was the quarantine, maybe there was something that happened before this, but then it just seemed to keep snowballing, and everywhere you turned, there was something else that was kind of like getting in your way. And it was just like, it was this feeling of I can't catch a break, right? And here we have Ganesh is with the elephant. The elephant is a symbol of luck, a symbol of prosperity, a symbol of abundance. And here we are in our power, and our power is feeling unsteady. Who we are, we're feeling unsteady in who we are, because it just seems like everything is just like topsy-turvy. You know, here you have like what looks like a fire back here. We have cracks in the road. There's just a lot of stuff that is just coming up to the surface, and it's just like I can't catch a break. I can't seem to breathe. I can't seem, as soon as I take care of one thing, something else is taking place that now I have to deal with. And so there's just so much going on, and I feel like in your connection there's just been so much going on, and it's just like, well, maybe we're not supposed to be in this relationship. Maybe, like this relationship is fated to be doomed or something like that. And this card is coming up because it's a reminder that sometimes things have to come up to the surface in order to move out of your way and of your path. So sometimes things come up and they seem to be falling apart when they're really coming back together in your life. And it's hard, right? Because when things start falling apart, we're just like, and when it happens in succession, we start getting, some of us, we start feeling depressed, down, we start losing hope. And so it's easy to fall into a deep, into a dark pit with this. However, there is hope in that this is a karmic relationship. And so the karmic relationship, we come into into our lifetimes, and we meet people where we need to work on karma, work on parts of ourselves, so that we can unveil them, we can peel back layers, we can heal them. We can heal and put plaster on the cracks that are popping up. We can put water on the fire that is taking place back there, and we can settle and we can ground ourselves and we can have more self-confidence within ourselves. We can build our self-worth. We can build our strength. And so a lot of times in these karmic relationships, we act as mirrors and we may trigger each other. And bring up those points of healing. So what's happening right now is that, again, during the quarantine, you're moving into this place of surrender, of reflection, of realization and realigning. You're kind of just taking your time to rebalance yourself just so that you can understand what is going on. Why are all these cracks happening? Why is there the fire in the background? What is it that I'm being asked to pay attention to? And sometimes it's easy for us to walk over the crack, ignore the fire, and say, oh, there's no problems. Let someone else handle it. But as you know, for those of you who are aware and familiar with karmic relationships, the fire is going to keep burning. The cracks are going to keep getting bigger until you start healing the deep wounds and those core wounds and belief systems within yourself. And so once you do that, then this is where the healing and where the rehabilitation comes in, as well as rehabilitating what's going on within your relationship. And right now I feel that all of that stuff that has been going on has been where at one time you may have had a tight bond. It's drifting. It's making the two of you drift apart as you are now moving into realignment. You are moving into figuring out the fears, figuring out your confusion, figuring out where you need to move and how to move out of that energy of stagnation and feeling trapped, and moving into this feeling of settling into your emotions, connecting with your emotions. And to be honest, it's both of you who are feeling this need to realign yourself and feeling this need to reconnect with your emotions. Your emperor or your partner is being stubborn right now and being very rigid. And you can even see that here with the karma, as even though this person here is angry and they're trying to talk to their partner, this partner doesn't want to hear it. And so there's been, has been this feeling of, as I said, drifting apart, feeling that you are moving in different directions because of the cracks, because of all the issues that are coming up to the surface, because of the insecurities that are coming up and the fear of moving into the next step. However, I feel for you, you are going to build your energy, you're going to build your strength, and you're going to embark on something new. The reason why I'm taking a pause and right now I'm listening to what Spirit is trying to say. But the message that I'm getting is sometimes we have to close old doors in order to move on to new horizons, in order to move into that next journey within ourselves. Now, it doesn't mean that this relationship may not come back together. It just means right now, as long as this person isn't willing to work with you, and as long as this person is still being rigid and feeling that there is nothing to work on, because they don't see the cracks, they don't see the fire burning, they don't see the forest burning down. They just see you as someone who is complaining and someone maybe who is noticing all of the imperfections, right? Noticing all the imperfections, but not realizing that you're noticing the things that are coming up to the surface so that you can make it better. All they see is, oh, why are they picking on all of these little things? And so what's happening is that there's a mask in this relationship. And so that deception of there's nothing to be fixed. Again, as I said, there's no fire, there's no cracks, there's nothing wrong. Everything is fine. The issue is with you, and it's not with us trying to figure out what can we do to make this heal, to make it better. And so you figure it out on your own, and I'm just gonna stay disconnected in my own little world, and good luck to you with that. With these two cards, you have been making the effort. You've been making the effort to try to work on this relationship, to realign yourself with seeing the possibilities, with keeping the lanterns lit and that passion within that relationship, even though your partner may be disconnected, may be in rigidity, may not be seeing ways to strengthen your connection, and maybe putting a mask and keeping themselves blind, or covering up what is going on. And so this is now where you come into a moment of making a decision. So even though that person right now is stuck, and they're putting you into this feeling of stagnation with this relationship, you don't have to be stagnant. You can connect with your light, connect with your power, and you can go on your own journey and find self-discovery, find love, find that put your sight onto a new path. And I feel like that's what this card is saying here, that you have the opportunity to set your sights on something new. And it doesn't mean just because if you decide to take a break from the relationship, or whatever your decision is, whatever your decision is, it doesn't mean that you're giving up. It means that you're trying to, in order to be a good partner to anyone, you have to evolve into the next version of yourself. And if you see all of these cracks, and the mouse here is kind of like a totem of, it goes into the cracks, it goes into the holes in the walls, and it goes behind the foundation, and it sees like all the things that are like, and sometimes the mouse could be the creator, right, too, of the things that are either eaten up or be behind the foundation and things like that. But the mouse is able to go in and to really examine everything from a closer perspective. It can get into those places where others cannot. So this is what you're doing. You're examining your life. You're seeing all of those things that are coming up to the surface, those things that are being asked to take a look, so that you can take a look at it, so that you can heal it, so that you can make yourself stronger, so that you know that you're lovable, so that you know that you can remove all of the things that are keeping you tied and bound from really expressing the full version of your happiness and of love. And so you're doing the work. Your partner right now is not seeing any of anything that's wrong. And so it's causing a separation between the two of you. But whatever you decide, there's no such thing as any decision that you make. There's no such thing, as I say, as a good or a wrong decision. It's the experience that you are choosing in that moment. So if you're choosing to stay in right now in this rigid energy, you can work on yourself, and then maybe just the way like the law of attraction works, your partner will see, wow, they have a different way about them, a different energy about them. The way they interact with me is different. And so maybe I'll make the change too. Or they may stay in this energy, and the two of you may naturally just drift apart. But whatever you decide, know that Spirit is calling for you to pay attention to what is being brought to the surface, the deceptions, the masks around the relationship, so that you can bring it into the light, heal it, and then move into healing. And so 2 cards have come up. The first one is family. Second card is deserving. So the deserving is, I think, goes with what we just talked about, the you deserve love. So knowing that you are this beautiful light, that is standing in this field of flowers. But more importantly, this person is happy. This person is content. This person has their wish fulfillment. They have the sun shining on them. And here we have birds and butterflies, which are a symbol of transformation. They have done the work. They have moved into this space of realignment, and they kind of go together. They have moved into this rebalance, realignment with themselves, and they know who they are. They know the things that make them happy, and they know what they want, and they're going to go and get it. They're going to become that Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, Queen of Emotions, that energy that just knows what they want. With the family, I'm sensing there may be children involved in this relationship, and so it could be a reason why I keep feeling that it may be hard for some of you to let go, and why it's just easier to just stay and try to work on it, which makes total sense. And it also may be for some of you to looking at the images here to tap and connect to your inner child. And so that to bring a little bit of levity into the situation. So this gentleman who is just like, he's seeing everything, go down, instead of having that seriousness around it, to bring a little bit of levity into it, and knowing that, okay, yes, there's a fire, yes, there are these cracks, but we're gonna take it one step at a time. We're gonna make sure that everything is safe and stable, and then I'm just going to just look at it without being so serious and saying, the sky is falling. How can I work now to kind of bring my partner in to help me, but do it in a lighter way? So for that card, I feel like there are 2 different messages depending on where you sit with that. And we're gonna pull one more card. Actually, I'm feeling 2 more cards for you. We have the vast universe. So this is universal energy. And as you can see, there is the earth here. And stuff is coming up. But in this situation, stuff is coming up and it's feeding the universe. It's transforming. It's turning into energy. And so, again, it's another way to look at the things that are coming up to the surface. We can see it as energy that is shifting, that is changing. Even fire is energy. Fire changes. It can burn a forest down. However, what happens when you have that forest that is burnt? It grows back up with new growth, with new species of plants, with new life. And so the same thing with the earth. The earth cracks open, new energy seeps out. You change the landscape. And so this is asking for you to see things that kind of come up to the surface in a different way, as a way of fuel, as a way of bringing energy, as a way of transforming your situation. In this case, it is transforming your consciousness and your spirit. So you're going to have that energy, have that fire, have that spark to start your new journey. We're going to pull one more card. Okay. And here we go again. This group 1 had this one, which is a new supportive connection. So I feel with this one, you may meet new people. So you see, here's the happy couple here, but then here's someone else who's by themselves, just really enjoying their art and enjoying their time with themselves. So you may, as you're in your realignment, may start making new friends, may start making new connections, may start doing new activities by yourself to kind of fuel yourself and figure out the things that you like. Figure out, sometimes in relationships, we forget what we like as a single person, not meaning that we're not in a relationship, but just meaning as one entity. So sometimes we forget. And so it helps us to then reconnect ourselves with those things. So for myself, as a personal example, when my partner passed away, there were all these things that we did together. We raced, we raced cars. We did a lot of travel domestically. We did a lot of hikes and things like that. However, I realized that me personally, I'm a huge video gamer. I also prefer Lara Croft style travel and adventures versus being in the car and just traveling to this, the next state. And so I started reacquainting myself with the things that I liked. Going to the movies by myself, taking painting classes. I started meeting new people and I started making new connections. And those supportive connections really helped me when things were going awry or coming up to the surface in my life. Those were being able to travel or being able to let off steam with the video games and things like that really helped me when I was going through dark times and dark moments and needed to heal parts within myself, or even within with other people. And so I think these new finding who you are and finding the things that you like will help you during this time as you're also trying to heal the relationship that right now is strained and that right now is feeling separate. So I don't know, I don't have your final outcome, meaning what you're going to do, because I feel you're going to set your sights on new opportunities and you're going to move in a new direction. However, that doesn't close the door to this relationship if this person is willing to work on their karma as well and to see all of the opportunities for growth, the opportunities for improvement. That person can move into this person who's very loving, attentive, caring. However, it takes two people, as you know. So as you're doing your self-work, this person has to also do their self-work work. And do it, if there are children, do it so that it is not harmful to the family unit, but also just adding more love. So I hope that was helpful. This one I feel was a little bit more intricate with more layers, but a very interesting reading nonetheless. But anyway, if you have any questions, please feel free to email me, and you can go on to Facebook. I do daily readings. If you look up A Light in the Chaos, you can get connected that way. And yeah, that's it. So I hope to see you all soon. And again, for those who have been waiting, thank you so much for your patience. And I love all of you, whether you're on here on my Facebook group or you do my classes and one on ones and things like that. So thank you so much for your support. Continue to stay safe, continue to be well and healthy, and sending all of my love to you. Have a great day.